Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video we're going to see how to set up selfie segmentation using Mediapipe and Construct 3's scripting. If you're wondering what is selfie segmentation, so if you see in Zoom calls or Meet, Google Meet, you can set up background images or you can set the background as blur, right? So that's selfie segmentation, and you can do that in Construct 3 as well. Recently Construct has released HTMLElement, so it has become much easier to implement any HTML projects. So earlier we had to link the plugins, but now you don't need to do that. It's very easy to implement with HTML element. So I'll show you how it looks like. Okay, so it will take a moment. It will switch on the camera and ask you for permission. I have already given the permission, so it doesn't need so that I don't need to give it twice. So you can see the background is blur. It detects me properly. So if I switch off the blur, you can see the actual background without any blur. Okay, so now I'll choose a file. For example, you can see my background image has changed. Right, you can use PNG, JPEG files or BMP, even zip files, but it does not animate. It only picks up the actual image. Okay, so if you're wondering why we have to how it is useful in gaming, I don't know, it's up to you how do you want to take this learning, but I see it's a good way of learning programming. And if you're setting up any video calls for any of your multiplayer games, you can use Mediapipe output with the background image as the input in your video call, right? So it's a fun in learning programming. So day by day we have to upgrade our skills, right? And if you learn how to implement JavaScript libraries in your games, you can implement a lot of modules, a lot of features in your games, right? So you don't need to wait for someone to build plugins for you. So you can build or program anything for yourself and add more features for your games. So consider this Mediapipe selfie segmentation as one of the learning to how to understand how to set up the JavaScript libraries in your games. Okay, let's create a new project. Okay, so I'll call it as Mediapipe YT. Okay, I'll delete and let's close this one.
We have published a game called Life in the Machine. If you are one of our followers, you might already know about the game. And if not, Life in the Machine is a detective game that requires someone with tremendous skills to investigate a murder mystery, find clues, interrogate suspects, and find the criminal. The game is available in two versions. The Android version is on Google Play Store and Amazon App Store, and the Windows version is on itch.io and Steam. It is known that only a person with critical thinking can solve the case. Can you solve the case? Links in the description.
Okay, all right. So let's go to Mediapipe documentation. Getting started. Go to JavaScript, and there are a lot of solutions. For today, we are going to see only selfie segmentation. Okay, so this is the JavaScript section. You can also see for Python and Android, iOS as well. Okay, so let's first create one script. So this will be the main script, and in the main script you will have to download these files and add it, unload them at the starting. Okay, all you have to do is copy this link, open it on different tab, save as, and it will save it in this model. Okay, so I have already saved them. Okay, so I'll just simply import them into the project. Import files, and open all of them. Okay, so now you'll have to load these 4 files, so we'll have to await. So we're going to load all these files before even the project loads. Okay, runtime dot assets dot load scripts. Camera utils.js. Okay, next one, control underscore utils. Third one is drawing, and the last one is selfie segmentation. Okay, this is done. So let's create one more script file, and this script should be import for events. Okay, so here let's copy this program. So it should be within the script tags. Okay, let's create a function. I'll call it as selfie. Okay, I'll call it as selfie seg, or let's keep it simple, selfie. Okay, so this is the program, and we have imported these 4 files. We have imported the script. Now we have to set up this this video input and canvas output. Okay, so you can simply add a one second. Okay, you can simply add a HTML element. Go to content and paste it here. Okay, so it's that simple. So earlier we used to do it with plugins. We'll have to link the plugins. Now we don't need to do that. Okay, now let's call this function in the event sheet. So on start of layout, we're going to call this function selfie. Yes. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, now you can see me on the top, and below you can see some green field. It was replaced me with a green color. So we're going to let's disable the video on the top, so we don't need that, right? So simply you can do, so copy this one. So style dot display is equal to none. Okay, now you can the top video is disabled now, it's not visible. Now the bottom video is visible, so you can see that it is detecting me and it is showing me in green, right? So all we have to do is, it should show me, but the background image should change. Okay, so these 2 items here are useful in changing the backgrounds. Okay, so if I remove this part, so this is where it is coloring me. Okay, one second. Okay, this is where it is coloring me. If I remove this one, it should show me in red. Okay, so if instead of source in, if I do source out, it will replace it with the background image. Okay, now you can see the background is replaced with the green text, the green color. Now we need to do that, replace it with the background image. Okay, so here let's keep it as source in, and I want to display it my own image. Okay, so I'll copy this program, paste it here, so it will show me the exact image, so it will not replace me with a green color. Okay, so it will just show me the exact video without any filters. Okay, and also you can see the video is mirrored. I need to change it. I don't want it mirrored. Okay, so here in selfie segmentation dot set options, so all you have to do is selfie mode true. Okay, let's see. It is still showing reverse. One second, let me search for this one. I forgot what is the actual what you say, the node. Selfie mode. Okay, selfie mode, M capital. Okay, right, so this should work. Okay, right. So now what we have to do is we can add a blur simply by adding in the second part. So in the first part we are able to get my image back, so now we have to make the changes in the second part. Okay, so in the second code we'll say filter is equal to blur. So if I give 10 pixel, okay, this is how it shows. So if I change it to 5, so the blur will be reduced further. Right, so I think so far it's clear. Let's try to add the background images now. Okay, I'll add a file, import a file. For example, if I add this image, let's simply rename it to sample. Okay, so first we'll have to create one image constant. Okay, a variable, I'll call it as image, and that variable is runtime dot assets dot fetch get media file URL. Okay, sample dot jpg, and I'm going to use this image instead of results.image. Okay, and runtime, you don't have runtime in scripts other than main and also event sheets. So runtime we have to pass it from the event sheet. Okay, and also in function here let's set the runtime, and this image is being called here, so the background image should be replaced with this one. Okay, with the sample. So as of now it will not work, it will throw an error. Okay, so the image which I have uploaded is not a HTML canvas element. Okay, so we cannot load a image directly, so we have to change it into HTML image. So for that you can create a new HTML image, and instead of where SCR. Okay, so what we are doing is we are creating a new HTML image and we are setting the source. SCR is nothing but source to the sample .jpg. Okay, let's load it now. Okay, now you can see the background image is changed, and it also adding a blur. Let's disable the blur. So you can make changes to your program however you like it. You can add the buttons to blur, right? Okay, now it's much clearer, right? Okay, so now what we will do is we'll have to set up, we can provide a button here, file chooser button, and you can use that button to upload more images. Okay, so in the layout I'll add file chooser. Okay, and let's go to the event sheet and go to file chooser. Here on changed, so whenever you change the file, so let's create one global variable. I'll call it as img data string. I'll set the img data to file chooser dot file URL at 0. 0 is the first file. Okay, so now we'll have to create a new function. I'll call it as image change. Okay, I'll paste this one here. Instead of runtime.assets, what I will say is runtime.global variables and image data. So here also we'll have to import runtime, and I'll call the function image change of runtime. Okay, so here, okay, I'm sorry, this is the wrong bracket. And we don't need runtime here. Okay, so let's remove the runtime in the event sheet as well. Okay, so image change of runtime. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it is showing as white background. We'll fix that later. Let's choose files. Okay, now you can see it is simply changing the right. This is good. Okay, this is good. So we're going to fix the initial one. So whenever there is no image uploaded, let's write a program that it will give us the background, the normal background. Else if we upload an image, it will it will set the image to the background image, the image which we uploaded. So for that, if is not equal to blank, okay, if the global variable image data is not blank, so we are going to set it to the global variable image. Else if it is blank, So let's set it to the normal image, which is from the camera. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, there is an error. Okay, runtime is not different. Okay. Okay, now you can see the background image. If I add any image, then it will change the image, background image. Okay, so yeah, that's all about this video. I hope you learned something new and you enjoyed this video. So I'm going to if I have time, I wanted to create one video call setup. Video call in the sense, use PSJS or some other web RTC technology to set up a video call project and use the Mediapipe output as the input for video call. Okay, so let me know if you're interested to see this video and I'll look into it. Okay, that's all about this video. If you you can look at my projects in ist.io. So you can go to ist.io /Shepherd Games. Okay, alright, so this is my page. Okay, shepherdgames.ist.io. So you can find a lot of projects here and you can review them and see if you like anything, you can download them. And if you want to see any new projects or want me to create any new games or set up any new tutorials, you can leave that in comment. And also you can join my Discord server and we can also have a chat over there. Alright then, that's all about this video. You have a great day and thank you for watching.
Hello there, thank you for visiting our channel. Shepherd Games is a developer and publisher of video games, websites and applications and automation. I am Sudeep, the founder of Shepherd Games. I have developed numerous video games ranging from ultra casual to complex real-time multiplayer games, automated process flows with scripting and automation using Google Apps Script, and developed static and dynamic websites and applications. You may review some of my work from the link in the description. Along with self-publishing, I help my clients to achieve their goals with my development services. If you have a requirement, you may write to me or join my Discord server. The contact details are in the description. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do, as more useful content is coming, so you don't miss them.